What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about all the challenges and rewards for tiers 4 and 5 of the Redacted faction that were just added in Season 3 Reloaded. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also let me know in the comment section how much progress have you guys made with the mysterious Redacted faction inside of DMZ. This faction obviously got added at the start of Season 3, and we've all speculated based on some evidence in-game that this is actually a Shadow Company faction, as I also covered a bit in a previous video where we talked about all the challenges and rewards for tiers 1 through 3. They ended up holding off on tiers 4 through 5 until this recent update, Season 3 Reloaded, which does offer some pretty cool rewards, at least in my opinion. But for those that missed out on any of my other DMZ videos over the last couple of days, I covered quite a bit in regards to Koshai Complex, some of the Easter eggs, weapon cases, and other secrets that you guys might have missed with our brand new exclusion zone. Alright, so taking a look at Redacted Tier 4. Again, shout out to Medenas for putting together this list here for the DMZ community. We have Bedrock. Enter the Koshai Complex, investigate the chemical treatment plant, extract from the Koshai Complex, and your reward is an F-Tech Recon Contraband and 15,000 XP. We then have Archaeologist. Discover what AQ is looking for in the Oasis. Your reward is the HCR 56 Contraband and 15,000 XP. We then have Leaked Documents. Find and extract the schematics from the Rohan Oil Bunker entrance and dead drop it in Building 21. Again, you can only do that from Fridays to Monday mornings when the map is active. Your reward is a double XP token and 15,000 XP. We then have Tunnel Rats. Kill 10 AQ soldiers in the Koshai Complex and then kill 10 cartel soldiers in the Koshai Complex. Your reward for that is the Lockwood 300 Contraband and 15,000 XP. We have Brothers in Arms. Enter the factory wing of the bunker and kill the sniper in the same deployment, then kill the Rhino in the same deployment. Your reward is a L2 restricted zone key plus 15,000 XP. As we talked about in previous videos, that key right there could be used to go through a additional exfil location that is kind of private on the map and is located in the factory admin, or you can also use the skeleton keys to use the L2 restricted exfil opportunities. We then have the Abandoned Operator mission. Locate the shopkeeper and read his list of items, trade the shopkeeper 2 items, and then purchase 1 item from the shopkeeper's secure buy station. The reward is the L2 restricted zone key plus 15,000 XP. Talked more about the shopkeeper and his secure buy station in my last DMZ video a couple days ago. We then have Infrared. Reset the security system at the upload station in the external ops section. Open the locked cache in the restricted section in the factory wing and extract the Building 21 evidence from the cache as well. Your reward is a Shadow Crew loading screen and 30,000 XP here, as you could see on screen. So again, more evidence that the Redacted faction is actually the Shadow Company faction. They'll probably reveal that in a future season. Moving on to Redacted Tier 5. Case the Place. Extract 2 weapon cases in 1 deployment, and your reward is a pristine Shadow Key plus 20,000 XP. Again, pristine keys are fairly important for those that want to unlock that valuable gun screen. You, of course, have to have the color key cards in pristine condition to then convert that over in the barter station from Building 21. We then have Chemical Sourcing. Extract 2 jugs of the sulfuric acid from the Koshai Complex. Bit of a typo there. Dead drop a jug of sulfuric acid in Al Mazrah, and then dead drop a jug of sulfuric acid in Ashika Island. Your reward will be a MCPR 300 Contraband and 20,000 XP. We then have Pet Rescue. Deliver a cat statue to the shopkeeper and deliver a dog bank to the shopkeeper, then take and extract the shopkeeper's intel. Your reward is double weapon XP token plus 20,000 XP. Both the dog bank and cat statue are used to actually craft a goldfish on Ashika Island, which you then have to trade in for the valuable gun screen over on the Koshai Complex. So pretty cool that those items are also used here for a mission. We then have Unrestricted Access. Clear 4 restricted zones in the Koshai Complex and extract intel found on soldiers in the restricted zones. Your reward is a EBR 14 Contraband and 20,000 XP. We then have Dry Eyes. Kill 10 enemies in the Sandstorm in Al Mazrah City, and then kill 2 operators or commanders in the Sandstorm in Al Mazrah City. Your reward is a pristine skeleton key, which is cool. It'll have, 3+ uses, plus 20,000 XP. We then have Irradiated Waters. Enter the Koshai Complex with a Geiger counter. Find the 4 nuclear fuel rods in the flooded barracks, and then extract the 4 fuel rods in 1 deployment. Your reward for that will be a classified animated calling card, as well as 20,000 XP. Lastly, we have Red Smoke. Take the 4 flare sticks from the Ashika Town Center dead drop, and then light 4 flare sticks near the entrances into the chemical plant. Your reward will be the Black Hail Fennec SMG weapon blueprint plus 40,000 XP. I'm aware there are also a ton of unreleased Shadow Company operator skins. Maybe those are for some future tiers that are a part of Redacted faction. faction, or will be locked behind other bundles or other means in the game itself. And with that, it's also unclear if the next season, season 4, is going to be adding an additional faction like Perseus or something else, or they'll just be adding in more factions for all of the existing tiers. We of course have the White Lotus, Legion, Black Mouse, the Redacted faction, all free, but then there's the Crown faction locked behind the full ownership of Modern Warfare 2. We'll have to wait and see what the future is for the faction missions here inside of DMZ. I'll make more videos like this in the future to update you guys on all the rewards and even some of the challenges. Now I also want to take a look at the Season 3 Reloaded patch notes for DMZ exclusively. First off, it mentions new items, NVGs, gear up and go dark with night vision goggles. As of right now, it's actually possible to find NVGs on other DMZ maps that are not Koshai Complex, and I'm curious if this is a coincidence or not. Maybe they just want to give you the ability to go ahead and find them in other maps so that you can extract and then bring them straight into your matches of Koshai Complex without having to worry about finding them in the complex itself. Or could this be a hint that at some point in a future update, they'll end up going ahead and adding in some type of areas that require the use of NVGs, whether it's in Ashika Island, whether it's other parts of Al Mazrah, whether it's Building 21. We'll just have to wait and see, but I do think it's cool that those have been added to just about every aspect of DMZ as we know it. They're definitely very handy and pretty much necessary for any type of navigation over in Koshai Complex, especially the chemical plant. But then when it comes to regular updates that were added in the mid-season update, added a UI representation of your dog tag level and whether or not you have it to the backpack UI. Added new guaranteed buy station and workbench locations to the black market buildings in larger points of interest. This is huge. Adjusted enemy combatant spawns and their pathing throughout Al Mazrah. Added XP reward for extracting weapon cases beyond regular rewards, so that's fantastic as well. Gave the armored commander in Al Mazrah a chance to carry the weapon case. That's also cool for those that maybe are tired of the traditional ways to get weapon cases. Remove the ability to execute the bomb maker and the pyro commanders. I know that was a bit fun. They probably could have made it to where maybe you damage them enough then you can execute them, but nope, they changed that over in Al Mazrah. Added an overlord voice callout for large squads for all players. Squads larger than 3 players, assimilation, will now alert other enemies in the area. Solos and the last player eliminated on a squad now have time to plead for help before being eliminated. Updated out-of-game UI for the secure backpack to match what you see in the backpack in-game, then added a section in the DMZ challenges menu to track the Koshai Complex challenges. Moving on to bug fixes. Fix an issue preventing players from entering Building 21 if they didn't have the multiplayer DLC pack installed. This had everybody panicking a couple of weeks ago when people thought that you had to own Modern Warfare 2 to play that DMZ map. Activision support followed up with an email suggesting the same thing, but ended up being a typo and was completely a mistake. It's meant to be free to play forever. Fix an issue causing the train safe to not have bullets or equipment collision. I saw that a couple times. Fix an issue that would sometimes cause players to die to the out-of-bounds trigger after exfilling on the heavy chopper. It's also unfortunate for those that go through the trouble of finding the fuel to actually fuel up a heavy chopper. That's hilarious. Fix an issue where on rare occasions, the radiation blocker animation would make it impossible to use anything after it ends. Super unfortunate. Fix an issue where pinging the dog tag of a disconnected player triggers an incorrect voice line, and then fix an issue where placement of first aid kit loot containers would cause the door to clip into the wall when fully opened. Then fix an issue where helicopter AI reinforcement drop point was directly on top of an exfil helicopter position in the quarry. Fix an issue where the mission timer sometimes would not disappear as intended, and then fix an issue where incorrect teammate progress would be shown in the squad mission progress tab when a mission has been completed already. Fix an issue where fast draw pistols were not working correctly in DMZ. Fix an issue where AI controlled turrets continued to fire for a brief amount of time after they were destroyed. Then fix an issue where the helicopter commander was unable to target players manning vehicle turrets correctly. And then fix an issue where personal exfils would occasionally use an existing active exfil. That was also frustrating. And then an exploit that allowed players to duplicate their revive pistol. That was an exploit that was present for a couple of weeks, if not a couple of months, along with the armor box, so that's crazy. And then lastly, fix the bug preventing AI-controlled sentry turrets to be affected by the DDoS field upgrade. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on all the new challenges and rewards as a part of tiers 4 and 5 of the Redacted faction here in Season 3 Reloaded? What are your thoughts on the other new DMZ updates and everything else we discussed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.